back to my channel. My name is erinbies. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing and the tactics used by the reps. If you're brand new, hello, welcome. So glad that you are here. If you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media handles. I'm the most active on Instagram, followed by TikTok. Also, I have some really, really exciting news. So, for those of you that caught my live last week sometime, I was sent a fake cease and desist letter, and DC graciously created a graphic, and I have new merch that I'm launching. The cool part about this is that I am doing a fundraiser this month. So, two different organizations. The first one is if you order any of the black or white logo C&D merch, and the link to all of this is going to be listed in the video description just to make it easy. So if you order any of that, it's going to go to an organization here in my city that supports literacy. If you are looking for some morbidly obese lesbian merch, and if you're brand new to my channel and you're like, what is she talking about? Sometime, I think it was last year, Jessie Lee Ward said that I was a morbidly obese lesbian. Also, where, but okay. And also, it's 2023. When is being a member of the Alphabet Mafia considered an insult? Anyways, I have a whole Alphabet Mafia merch line. And the cool part about that is if you order any of those pieces that I have created, again, thanks to DC, I am going to be donating all proceeds to the LGBT Center of Southern Nevada. So I'm very excited about that. Each piece is going to profit about $4 to $5. I've lowered the price. I think as of now, I haven't even officially launched it yet, but as of now, there are about 13 orders that have already been placed, which is really exciting. So all proceeds through the month of February are going to go to either one of these organizations. So I'm very, very excited about that. And again, if you are interested in that, and please don't feel pressured to do any of that. If you want to share that out, cool. If you just want to comment below, that's awesome too. If you would like to order something, that's awesome too. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And I'm really excited to be able to do this. I think my favorite thing as a creator is when somebody throws out some sort of an ad hominem attack or a scare tactic, and then we turn it into merch and then find a way to use that profit for good. I think that's really, really cool. So anyways, today we are here for another Columbia survivor. In case you have not been on the internet, there was a leadership retreat that Jessie Lee Ward did, and we've covered her. We've covered everything that she has said, even though she's deleted her video. We still have it. We all know the things that happened according to her. My favorite part of all of this, if there is a favorite part, is the fact that the people that were there are corroborating what she said in her first video that she has since deleted. So that's what we're going to watch today. We are going to watch one of the people that were there tell us exactly what happened in their own words, and then we can talk about it. Okay, so leave your comments below. No ad hominem attacks here. That's not what we do. And if you haven't already liked the video, would you do it? Okay, great. Thanks. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Crunchy Keto Mama coming to you live from Cartagena, Colombia. As you're hopping on, make sure you drop me a 1 if you're coming in live, or drop me a 2 if you're coming in on the replay. And as you're hopping on, please make sure you say hey down in the comments below. Let me know where you're coming in live from. I love to see how far my lives reach all across the entire world. And I just want to start this video off. If this video is not clear, it is okay. Once it uploads, it will be. I'm running off my cell data, and I'm coming to you live from the rooftops of where we're staying. I just need to give you like a full view of what actually you can experience, just like I'm experiencing it, with just the power of joining me in business. So as you're hopping on, make sure you say hey Angie, hey Karen.
Wait. So people would be eligible to go on this leadership retreat just for joining you in business? Lindy. You and I both know that that is not correct because, from what I have heard, two of the requirements for this trip were you had to be a champ and you also had to contribute to the team. And by the way, how do you measure that? Oh, in my opinion, you don't. So it's just a way for Jesse Lee, in my opinion, to say, oh well, this person, they're always here, they're always doing this, but there's no really, I don't feel like, based on my experience on this team, there's really no metric to measure that. Yikes.
Aaron. So I want to tell you a little bit about what happened yesterday. If you follow my stories, you are in the know. Like, I had service. And so I was uploading stories as I could, but then also enjoying the moment and being in the moment. Okay. So I'm going to literally take you through our full day yesterday. I'm going to tell you what I experienced and some breakthroughs that I had. I hope that you guys are going to stick around for that. Hopefully you'll share this live out. And once you do that, type share in the comments below. Hey, Bailey. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Tara. Hey, Dora. Hey, Nancy. So we left her yesterday about 11:30, 11:45-ish. And we ended up getting a bus ride about 45 minutes away, to literally just a road. Okay, just a road. He was like, okay, time to get out. And so two of the guys that came on this event were literally in control of this whole situation. They knew exactly what we were doing. They knew the breakthroughs that we needed to have in order to join, in order to move further in our business. If you want to know what I do, I help people.
Wait. I have questions. What makes Mateo and Sasha qualified for any of that? I'm I'm just curious.
Run social media. I am in network marketing and I drink and share my story. I drink ketones and share my story with ketones and the business on social media. If that's something that sounds of interest to you, make sure you drop the word biz below in the comments. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Dawn. Um, and so they dropped us off. We got out the van. It's hot. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it's not hot, but it's not like, I don't know. I feel like back home it's hotter. Right now it's I don't know, maybe 80 or 90 degrees. I don't really know. But the wind's blowing, whatever. And so we got out and we started walking. We did not know how far we had to walk. We just were in it for the long haul. And so I knew coming up to this event that we were going to need, stamina. We were going to need Cartagena, Colombia, Michelle. Make sure you guys share this out. And so we started walking. We ended up walking 10 miles yesterday. Not just that one road, but we ended up walking 10 miles in total. And so we walked this road for what seemed like forever. But I knew, just like with childbirth, if you are a parent here, please drop how many kids you have in the comments below. But with childbirth, there's always going to come an end, and the end result is going to be so worth it. Pain is temporary, okay? Pain is only temporary. And so I had to keep reminding myself, this pain of my feet hurting, my legs hurting.
Ma'am, please tell me you are not comparing childbirth to this leadership retreat, aka cult event, in my opinion. That's wild. Having two children of my own. That's, oh my
My back
God.
hurting. The pain is temporary. You cannot be in pain forever. And so you have to go through.
I'm pretty sure that anybody that suffers from some sort of chronic pain would venture to disagree with you. Not starting out strong here.
Uncomfortable situations in order to grow. If you know that, please drop me some hearts below in the comments. And so I just kept telling myself, this pain is not forever. This pain is temporary. This pain is not forever. You are strong. You are courageous. You are going to grow from this. I kept repeating those things. And that's something that we literally had a mastermind yesterday. And we, kind of talked about that a little bit. And what do you want people to see you as on your deathbed? What do you want to be remembered as? And there were a lot of things that I won't share right now because that was me, like things for me to experience personally. But there are things that I kept telling myself, okay, I would want my kids to see that I'm pushing through this. I would want my kids to know that I am courageous, that I literally can do anything I put my mind to, just as I tell them. Every single morning we do I am statements in the morning on the way to school. And so I wanted to I am smart, I am beautiful, I will succeed in anything I put my mind to, I am loved. And so we, after a walk and a little bit of a break on the walk, we got to a destination where it was like a bird sanctuary and it was gorgeous. Okay, I'm telling you, iguanas big as my freaking legs. Okay, I'm not gonna say it didn't scare me a little bit. That was a little bit of scarcity mindset, right? And so it did scare me a little bit.
I feel like we just need to pause this so like to take a minute because she's throwing out a whole lot of stuff. One thing that I feel like is a form of manipulation is when they were asked, "Well, what do you want to be known for? What do you when you're on your deathbed, what do you want to be known for?" And from what I have heard, the number one, I shouldn't say it that way, not the number one. Most of the time, people that are on their deathbed wish that they had spent more time with family, those types of things, time with friends, people they love. People aren't going to say, I'm so glad I joined that multi level marketing business when I was 24 and lost a ton of money. That's not a thing.
And so we walked through there. We had lunch. We just enjoyed each other's company. And there are multiple six-figure earners that are here with us. So if that's something that you want to learn more about and you want to work with me in business and have the opportunity to be here with me the next time, drop the word biz below because I want to help you to get. I never thought in a million years that I would be traveling the world. This is the third time that I've been out the country and it is so magical. There are things that you just see that you would never imagine seeing where you live. Stop living in that comfort zone. Like the
Oh my God. You can travel without being a part of a multi level marketing company. And even then, saying that is quite privileged, in my opinion. Not everybody can afford that. So the fact that she is trying to prove it as a way that people can make more money when we know what the income disclosure statement looks like, according to that income disclosure statement, the average that people made in 2020 was exactly $0. So to get up here on the rooftop and be spewing all of this stuff and then be like, okay, you could be on this next trip. Well, first of all, if the requirements are the same for this next trip, you have to contribute to the team and, in my opinion, be selected by Jesse Lee. In addition to, you have to be at least a rank 6, which means 30,000 in group volume, which how many boxes of ketones is that? Let's just do the math. Each box to a new customer is worth 80 points. So 30,000 divided by 80 is 375 boxes of ketones sold. And in this example, to new customers um, in a month. Yeah. So,
comfort zone, you are not going to grow. Okay. Hey, Missy. Hey, Serena. Hey, Diana. And so once we got to the bird sanctuary, like I said, we ate lunch and we enjoyed each other's company. We had a little bit of talks, and then we got back. We got back to on the road and started walking more. And then it really makes you grateful in that moment for you see all these people out here on mopeds and they're all like there's a family of 5 yesterday. It was the cutest freaking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh no, Kevin, we don't do that around here. The only thing that we do over here is ketones, okay? So I don't think that this is the place for Kevin. We don't
Kevin, what did you comment? Did you ask if it was a pyramid scheme? I bet he
we don't do
did.
drugs around here. Ketones are our drugs, okay? Hey Jason, hey Becca.
I should have just let it play.
And so we started walking more and we seen, like I said, the family of 5 on this moped. It was the cutest thing. And I just thought, wow, like they are just, this is life to them. This is just everything. It's so crazy. You can definitely use this as a supplemental income or a full-time.
I'm sorry. This family of 5 was on a moped. It was the cutest thing. Your privilege is showing. That's gross. I don't like that.
Income. I made it into a full-time income within a year. Um, And so everybody's different. Everybody grows differently. Everybody wants to commit differently. Please make sure you share this live out and then type share in the comments below. Then finally,
Hey guys, if you watch her lives or anybody in MLM and they ask you to share, don't
the
do that.
closer we get, we can start smelling the beach. And we're like, yes, the water. Then we walk down this beach and we walk to these rocks. Okay. It was like a cave. It was like a house cave. It was the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. And we it took some terrain to get there, but it was the experience, and I literally just took it all in. It's something that you cannot explain in video. You cannot explain unless you are there in the freaking moment.
Unless you were there in the freaking cult. This team is becoming more and more culty. I cannot believe some of the stuff they are doing and saying and showing on social media. And just in case you're brand new to my channel, because there's been a lot of new subscribers, shout out to you guys. That is so cool. I was a part of this team. I got out in 2021. So, yeah.
And so we then walked all the way to the rocks, and then we, hung out for a few minutes, and then we came back down the rocks and walked back down the beach where I'm gonna tell you what just happened. Okay, just another experience. Same thing happened to me in Dominican. I hit a rock and took the whole toenail off. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. We are in positive vibes here. So um
Hey, guess what? You don't have to be toxically positive all the time. If somebody rips their toenail off, that hurts. And it's okay to say that it hurts. Hey, man, that sucked. You know, my toe is throbbing. That hurts. The toxic positivity is so over the top, in my
it's
opinion.
fine. I literally fell and moved past it. I was like, it's fine. We're growing here. This is a lesson. Um
Yeah, you know what else is growing? A new toenail.
and so we walked down the beach, and then it was about, the sun was setting, and I took a time lapse of this. And so we sat down on this canoe that was like broken down canoe, and we sat and watched the sunset. I never knew how fast the sunset sets. Have you really sat there and watched it set? Is the most gorgeous, beautiful, amazing experience I think that I've almost ever experienced in my life. If you turned your head for too long, 2 minutes is all the time that it took for that sun to set. If you turn your head for too long, you missed it.
Does anybody find it interesting that she's all the way in Colombia and she's talking about the sunset, which I bet is very beautiful in Colombia. Um, but aren't they supposed to have time freedom? Wouldn't you be able to enjoy a sunset if you had true time freedom? Why did she have to go all the way to Colombia to see the sunset? You know what I mean?
What if you're missing an opportunity right now that you were just turning your head to and thinking, oh, that's just another one of those things? It's 2023. Y'all better wake up. It's time to do something new with your life. It's time to step out of that comfort zone. Um, and so we watched the sunset, and it's getting dark. And as soon as the sun finished setting and you could no longer see it below the water, we got up and started walking more on the beach. And we got to this area. It was already dark by this point. We got to this area, and they said, hang out, let's swim, let's enjoy it. And so then they said, we're going to cook dinner. And we did. And we cooked dinner on the grill. And it was the most delicious food I've ever had. I have pictures. They served us dinner on banana leaves. The leaf of a banana. It was huge. It was so huge. Just think, I'm a small town girl too, Ashley, from Moncks Corner, South Carolina. And what if I would have never taken this opportunity? I would not be able to go around the freaking world. This is, like I said, this is my third time out of the country. And in 2 weeks, I get to take my husband out of the country for the first time.
She's crying.
And that's so exciting for me. Because I never thought that we would be able to go from living on financial or government assistance to being financially free.
Always a sob story. There was always an emotionally charged sob story to try and emotionally manipulate the audience. I don't think it's a mistake that she is saying, listen, it's 2023. You need to get out of your comfort zone. If you are somebody that has somebody on social media that you're watching, maybe you have a friend that joined a multi-level marketing company and you're watching them tell these stories, or they're sharing their the videos of their leader or whatnot, and they're sharing these emotionally charged stories. Do more research. Don't just take people's word for it. Look for the income disclosure statement. Go to the FTC website and look up information on multi level marketing. Do your own research, and not the kind that comes directly from the individual. Because a lot of times, what they will do is they will tell these emotionally charged stories trying to manipulate their audience and try to get you to make a decision right now. Make the decision right now. I've heard it delivered all kinds of stuff. Jesse Lee used to say, it's always easier to ask for or to apologize than to ask for permission, meaning don't talk to your spouse about it. Just sign up and tell them about it later and apologize for it. No, don't do that. Do the research, get the information, make sure it's not coming directly from these individuals, and look at the income disclosure statements. And by the way, if they don't have one, that's a big red flag.
I'm glad I got sunglasses on today. But I'm just
Also, I wonder if she's crying just because she's exhausted. I mean, judging from what they have all talked about going through the day prior, that's a lot of calories. That's a lot of energy. Just all of it is going to take a toll. So I'm wondering if this person is so emotional about all of this because she's just tired.
the things that you experience out here is just so different. And so we ate our dinner, swam in the water a little bit. I got to talk with a lot of teammates that are they live in Spain and they live in Mexico and they live all over the world. So no matter where you are, you could join this business. Okay. We have so many countries that we're open in. And it's getting really bright out here, so I can't read the comments, but keep commenting, keep dropping those hearts, keep sharing this out.
Keep the interaction going so that I have something to follow up with later. That's basically what she's saying.
And so another thing, there's people watching me. I just realized they're watching me. And so we finished eating our dinner, the most delicious dinner I think that I've ever had in my life. It was cooked right on the grill and it was the best thing ever. And so then we hung out a little bit more and they said, all right, let's load up, let's get on the boat. They said, leave everything here, take your phones, take your ketones. And so that's what we did. I promise I'm going to read every single one of these comments. I promise you I will read them.
Don't forget your ketones. You got to take your ketones on the boat.
And if you're brand new to my page, please type the word new in the comments below. The longer I stay out here, the darker
Ew.
it gets. So I'm just making sure I stay in the view of the camera.
The only reason that she's wanting people to type new is so that she can send you guys a message and try to pitch you this opportunity. That's the only reason.
And so we get in the boat and we have our bathing suits on, and the guy in the front of the boat that was like our tour guide, he was amazing. I don't remember his name, but he was amazing. He said, get your cameras ready. And we got our cameras ready and we went to this lagoon where there were plankton. If anybody knows what plankton is, drop it in the comments. And if you don't, go Google it. It is the most.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows what plankton is because they probably took a biology class at some point in school.
Magical thing you ever. It's nothing that can be caught on camera. Absolutely none of this can be caught on camera because you can't see it in video. The minute you touch the water glows. And we stopped because on the way there we were just like we were holding our hands outside the boat and running our hands through the water, and we stopped and they said, all right, y'all can get out if you want to.
I mean, that's a little bit different than how it was delivered. Jesse Lee said, "Get in the water, jump in." So which is it? I'm just, asking for my friends.
Anybody that knows me, if you're brand new here, I'm 31 years old. I'll be 32 in March, and I'm scared of the dark. It's a fear that I've had my entire life. It's from childhood trauma. And so I'm scared to death of the dark, much less the water in the dark. And I sat.
I wonder if they filled out some sort of a questionnaire before that said, what is your biggest fear? Did she put that she's scared of the dark? Did people put that they're, scared of the ocean, scared of heights, scared of rock climbing, scared of the heat? What do you guys think? Do you think that they did
And I'm
that?
like, I am not getting in this water. And then three people jumped in and I said, I'll be damned if I will miss this opportunity and look back and be like, oh my God, I wish I would have done that. Anybody ever done that in your life? Like, you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have said that. I wish I would have done this differently. And so I literally had life vests on because I was like, if anything, I'll have a life vest on, right? And so I jumped. I was like the fourth person in the water, and I jumped in, and it was the most magical thing that we literally could not get caught on camera. It is so magical. You lift your hand up out of the water, and the plankton just rolls off
Does anybody else enjoy her accent when she says water? I actually kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
your arms, but it looks like the best way I can explain it is if you had a glow stick and you splattered it on your skin and picked it up out of the water, it rolls down your arms. It is the most magical thing. I'm telling you, plankton in a lagoon is the most magical thing I think I've ever experienced in my entire life. This whole trip is something that I've never experienced in my entire life, and it's so different than when we went to Dominican. The vibe is different. The people are different. Being around who is here is different. I promise you, I'm going to read your comments after this live.
Oh my god, all of that sounds like a cult. All of it.
Because I literally can't see anything. My screen went black. I know that I'm still live because I can see like the number of people sort of that are on. So make sure you say hey in the comments and make sure you let me know where you're coming in live from. And if you want to experience any of this with me or you want information on what I do and how I work from my phone from literally anywhere in the world, I want you to drop the word biz below in the comments. I will give you all the information there is to know. Um,
Will that include an income disclosure statement, or will you just add them to We Prove It and tag them in a story that's similar to what they share with you? For example, if they're a single parent, you'll tag them in a video um, of somebody that's a single parent. If it's somebody that works in the health field, you'll tag them in a video of somebody that's in the health field. At least that's how it worked when I was in. I know with their new saga situation that they've got that they're charging their team members for, that has like Betty the Bot and all the scripts and all that stuff in one place. Whatever.
and so then here's the best part. This is why we didn't come home last night. We got back in the boat. It was belly laughs. Like it hurt so bad, but it felt so good here. But it was belly laughs. It was laughter and crying and tears and excitement and so many other things.
That sounds to me like y'all were delirious, probably because you were exhausted. Like remember when you were a kid and you had a sleepover, you're at your best friend's house or whatever, and you have a sleepover and it's super late. You guys have been, hanging out all day or whatever. And like you go to bed and you're laughing like little girls. You know what I'm saying? That's what that sounds like to me. Probably because they were exhausted.
And so I just, I really urge you to push through those things that really make you uncomfortable and really make you want to grow to the next level, okay? Because you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only option that you have.
This extreme example of you can only grow outside of your comfort zone is such a load of hot garbage in the summertime here in Vegas. There are so many different ways that you can grow and you can learn that don't require you to be super uncomfortable. I absolutely cannot stand that they say that's a very MLM thing. You can't grow outside your comfort zone. Well, yeah, you actually can. I didn't know how to edit videos. Not that I'm the best at it, but I didn't know how to edit videos. I didn't know how I was going to set up my YouTube channel. I didn't know how I was going to go about doing all of that stuff. And it didn't require me to get out of my comfort zone or cause physical pain for me to learn those new skills to be able to create videos to educate people. You don't have to get uncomfortable. You don't have to be in pain in order to grow, in order to learn. You can do all of that in so many different ways. And in fact, why don't you guys drop in the comments, what is your favorite way to learn a new skill or to learn something new that causes growth? Drop it in the comments. Just curious.
And so then we get back in the boat, which was really, really funny. Okay, that was super funny to get back in the boat. We got back in the boat and we head back to the beach, and we all sit down and kind of did what we call
A debrief?
like we closed out the night to talk about like what we experienced
Yeah.
that day, like how hard were things.
Yeah, that they do these debriefs. So when I was in this company and you would attend their events, the champs, which are rank 6 and above, would have to be there first. They would go into meetings before the event started, and then at the end of the night, you would do the same thing. It was absolutely exhausting. It was absolute overkill. Definitely one of those things that could have been an email. So yeah, that's what she's talking about. They probably all kind of sat around in a circle and what was your biggest aha moment? What was your breakthrough? What did you learn today? What was your biggest struggle? There was probably a lot of tears. There was probably a lot of, in my opinion, trauma bonding, and everybody reliving the experience. That's exactly what this trip sounds like to me. Again, I'm not stating that as a fact, but if a cult expert is talking about this, we probably should listen. I'm not saying I'm the cult expert. You know what I'm saying. I'm talking about Dr. Hassan. Okay?
For
All
you? How
right.
easy were things for you? What did you experience? I just
Or is it Hassan or Hassan? I always butcher his last name. If I just butchered that, I
make sure there's
apologize.
people still in here. Y'all make sure you say hey in the comments below, and make sure you smash the share button. If you're brand new here, make sure that you follow me as well, because Facebook likes to hide me sometimes. So we get back, we do our breakout or whatever, and at the end they say, all right, this is where we're sleeping tonight. My best friend Jamie Lynn, from the time we left yesterday, she's like, they're gonna make us stay out. I was like, you're crazy. They're not gonna make us sleep outside.
Yeah, and the reason Jamie Lynn knew that is because she's the one that asked how many tampons she needed. And when she was like, I have to change it every 2 hours, how many should I take? And Sasha was like, no, you should probably double that. And she was like, oh my God, that's like 24 hours. Yeah. So she already knew that. And that's
The
why.
house, da 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 da. And I'll be daggum if she wasn't right. We literally slept outside on lawn chairs on the beach. That we had cushions, which was super thankful, and I had packed extra clothes. And so let me tell you something. Am I still alive? Yes. Okay, I'm still alive. Being with no running water, no comfortable bed, no, like there was a bathroom, but it was like hardly useful, right? Makes you so grateful for the little things. I'm telling you, I am so grateful for running water. I said this when I went to Colombia too. I mean, to Dominican. I am so grateful because I see the people here and they are so abundant in love and compassion and caring. I'm sure that people are like, oh my God, she's going to Colombia. That's so dangerous. Da 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 da. And I don't care what other people say. Have you been here to experience it yourself? I
Hi. We don't have to be there to experience it ourselves to understand that it's dangerous to go to Colombia. We don't have to. The wildest thing to me is I had somebody on my TikTok that's in Prove It that on one of the Jessie Lee videos that I recently did. And her response was, "But were you there?" That that's not that's not a very valid defense when it comes to this. And the reason that it's not valid is because we simply reacted to the words that Jessie Lee was saying on her live video that she posted publicly. So it doesn't matter if we were there or not. Your leader told us everything we needed to know. Now, if she sensationalized that first video for views or whatnot, that's on her. But we reacted to what she said. So to come back at us as the anti-MLM movement and say that we're exaggerating or we're twisting words, no, we're reacting to exactly what Jessie Lee said. So to use this, like, I don't care what people say about Colombia. I don't care. Or Rendy saying, oh, that's fake news. Listen, it's not. It's statistics and data. And one of these things, or one of the things that these people seem to forget, is that statistics and data comes from research. So you're able to research crime levels pretty much anywhere. So to say, I'm not going to listen to what anybody else has to say because they've never been there. Mm, yeah. Statistics and data is legit. Science is legit. So to just poo poo it, drop a poo poo emoji in the comments if you want to, just because it doesn't fit your narrative and what you're trying to do and how you're trying to recruit. That's not a good look at
Promise,
all.
if you're just hopping on, I'm going to read the comments afterwards, but my screen is literally black because I'm up on the top of the roof. Okay, I'm up here on the top of the roof, and so my screen just went black from the sun. Um, and we slept there all night. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning because I woke up and I was like, my body just woke me up, and I was trying to wake up to watch the sunrise, but the sunrise was actually behind us because the sun had set in front of us, which makes perfect sense now that I'm saying it out loud. But the sun had set or rose behind us. Um, and so I didn't get to see that, but just the sound of the ocean. And granted, did I sleep well? No. Did that
And I wonder why you didn't sleep well. Could it be because you were in Colombia and maybe obviously I'm not stating this as a fact, but could it be you were worried about sleeping on a beach because you were in Colombia where trafficking and the cartel, I I might be grasping at straws here, but could it be? I mean, is that why the two guides allegedly had to stay up all night and watch over you guys? But it was completely safe, right? I mean, if it were safe, you probably would have slept well, in my opinion.
bother me today? Did I come home here and take a nap? No. I'm awake. I'm alive. I'm full of energy. I'm full of life right now. And it's just things you can't put into words of how grateful you are for what you have back home. What I've experienced is just so magical. And I want everybody to experience the things that I'm experiencing right now, and you can experience them. You can do this with me. It is so easy to work from literally anywhere in the world. Okay. If you are sick and tired of answering to somebody that is working you like a dog 9 to 5 and you are underpaid and underappreciated,
Oh my God. First of all, I don't even have any words to that or for that. The manipulation in all of this. Listen, you are overworked. I love when they say you're underpaid too. That's my favorite because when you look at the income disclosure statement, you realize, well, I clock in, I get paid an hourly wage. If I'm a full time employee, I'm getting benefits of some kind. Uh, but you're saying I'm underpaid. So I could join a multi level marketing company, and they always say you could work 3 to 5 years before it pays off. So I'm going to work for 3 to 5 years before I actually turn a profit. That's what they say. The income disclosure statement that shows something very different. Oh my God, this is terrible. So, the entire point of her doing this live is look at me. I'm in Colombia. Listen to my experience, which sounds like a cult like experience. No, thank you. And now she's like, listen, you are underappreciated. You are overworked. You deserve better. You should be here with me. It's so easy to do. Girl, stop.
I've been there. I've cleaned houses. I've babysat. For those
First of all, people that clean houses, that is such tough work. Shout out to you guys. That is incredible. Don't shame people for that.
of you
Girl.
that might be new to my story, I had an in-home daycare 3 years ago that I closed because of this business. I had an in-home daycare keeping 7 kids. I was making $1,800 a month, got the receipts to prove it. And then before that, before I got pregnant with Oliver, I was running a cleaning company that I was cleaning, taking both of my girls with me every single day. Sky was on my back while I would clean. And so I know what hard work and determination and where it can get you. So I was hell bent that I was going to make this work and I was going to make something of myself and I was going to set my kids up for financial success.
How many hours did you work the daycare and or the house cleaning business? And how many hours a week do you work now? Also, what is your hourly wage? If you're going to compare stuff, let's compare it. Also, this is somebody that is at least a rank 6. I think she's a rank 7. So she has a team under her that she's getting paid on.
But they're also going to work hard for what they have. They see how hard I work and they will work hard for exactly what they have. I promise I'm going to read all of your comments when I get off. I promise, I promise, I promise. And so if you haven't yet, go ahead and share this out. And so then this morning we woke
Or
up
don't.
and there were no complaints. Nobody complained. The only complaint I have is my toe hurts. That's the only complaint I have. And I had a couple mosquito bites right here. But I'm fine. I am alive. And I've never felt more alive on less than 3 hours of sleep in my entire life.
Yeah, and you know why? Because when you go through some sort of a traumatic experience, and I'm saying that because of what has been shared about this trip, when you go through a traumatic experience and you come out the other side, you typically feel this kind of gratitude. Oh my God, I'm alive, I'm living, I'm breathing, I made it through that. This is just proving everything the anti MLM movement is talking about.
Only because I'm a scaredy cat. That's the only reason. Like, literally everybody was surrounding me and I was still a scaredy cat because I'm scared of the dark. But we got in a boat and rowed a boat all the way back to the dock, and then we walked to the house. And we got here, and we appreciated the people that provided this for us. I have an amazing upline and mentor. And so we got here and they said, today is self-care day. Today, go shower. 11 o'clock, you're going to have people come in here and give you an hour and a half massage. Today is self-care. Do what?
You know what this is giving? This is just my personal opinion. And I'm going to trigger warning, I'm going to talk about abusive relationships. So if this is triggering for you, skip ahead maybe 15, 20 seconds. Okay. This is giving, in my opinion, an abusive relationship where there's a fight the night before and things got physical, something along those lines. There's some sort of a traumatic event, and then the next day the abuser in this example comes home with flowers or does something nice and is love bombing that individual. That's what this sounds like to me. Now, am I stating that Jesse Lee is an abuser? I'm just giving my opinion. I'm not stating that as a fact.
Whatever you want to do that fills your cup. I don't think that they understood that everything that we did yesterday filled my cup and how grateful I am. So if you guys are watching this, I'm grateful for you and I appreciate you so, so much. And so with that being said, the rest of the day is going to be enjoy. We are inside like a huge gated community type thing. So there's like little shops downstairs and we're going to all go in a group and go shopping downstairs. And I'm get like a couple of little small things to take home for the kids. I do that when I go out of the country. And so if you're looking to experience life outside of your four walls of your home, I want you to drop biz in the comments below. If you want to travel with me, I want you to drop biz in the comments below. If you're looking for a change in your life to step out of your comfort zone, I want you to drop biz in the comments below. It is very, very easy to just skip past and be like, no. It's very, very hard to be committed to something and say, I'm going to stick this through and I'm going to do this business and I'm going to do this and I'm going to work hard.
The only reason she's saying that is because she probably, in my opinion, has team members that are watching that are not on the trip with her. And maybe she has team members that are questioning what they're doing. And they're watching this person going, oh my God, listen, yes, how is she in my head? It's because of the turnover rate in multi-level marketing. And by the way, let me talk to you guys. If you are somebody that's in a multi-level marketing company, whether it's this team, this company, or another company, and you are starting to question, well, why am I getting on these trainings? Do I have to do all this extra stuff? And I'm not getting paid for it. That's called cognitive dissonance. Start to research for yourself. And just like I said at the beginning of this video, research away from that group, because that group, in my opinion, whether it's a team or the company, is going to control the information that you get. It is straight out of the bite model. Do your own research. Find your own information. Again, go to the FTC website. Go to YouTube. You're already here. Go to YouTube and type in the name of your company and then anti MLM. Just start listening and watching and really try to focus on not using that MLM filter that you've been taught to use. Really focus on, okay, I'm just going to watch this and I'm just going to take it in and I'm going to ask myself if these things do happen. Or if they're going through a comp plan video or they're going through the income disclosure statement, pull up your back office and look at it as you're going through it. Start to do the research for yourself and don't allow them to control the information. Because if something feels uncomfortable, if you're like, I don't want to go live, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to message people, or whatever, there's something there that is trying to get your attention. And in my opinion, that's how cognitive dissonance shows up.
It doesn't come overnight. Success does not happen overnight anywhere you are. I don't care what business you're in. But it does come to those people that work hard and pay attention, and they're coachable and leadable and teachable. Those are the three things you have to be when you join my team. You have to be coachable, leadable, teachable.
That means you have to do what I say when I say it. And when I say jump, you say how high.
Okay. So I'm gonna get off this rooftop because I'm starting to get a little hot. I'm oily from the massage, and I feel like I'll probably burn if I stay up here too much longer. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. I can't see the comments because the screen is black, but please make sure you share this live out and then smash that follow button. And I'm going to go read all of your comments right now. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I will be headed home tomorrow. I'll probably go live in the morning, maybe. So make sure you follow me for that and watch my stories. If you're not watching my stories, you're missing out on so much action. So much action is being shared in my stories. So
Yeah, you know what kind of action? Cult-like action. Just my opinion. I'm done with that. Anyways, what did you guys think? This has been a wild ride. The last week has been absolutely insane with the information that you guys are sending my way and to other content creators. I appreciate you guys so much. And shout out to the group of content creators that have all banded together and have worked on collecting information and getting it out to other content creators. You guys know who you are. And thank you. I love the community that we are building. And I appreciate that so much. If you have not already liked and subscribed, would love for you to do that. It's absolutely free and it helps me spread the word to help more people either get out of their MLMs or just raising awareness and not joining MLMs. And yeah, guys, don't join an MLM. Not worth it. Not worth it. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, that's what I have for you today. Thank you guys for watching all the way through. I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.